Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Usholi Happiness and I'm the founder of Pinkos Fashion Brand. In today's episode, we're going to learn how to make a smoky top. So if that's what you're interested in, click on the subscribe button, like this video, share it to your friends and family, and let's get started. Now, my fabric, I've put it on a fold. This is a smoky dress, so the fabric is going to be very good that we'll be using. So the measurements I'll be using for this smoky top will be in the description box. So first of all, we are going to be measuring the length of our top. So the length of the top that I'm using is 22. So let me measure it here. So the length of the top I'm using is 22, but because I'm going to attach the sleeve separately, I'm going to take out 6 inches from the top line to measure my 22. So I have 22 here. This is where my 22 is, line here. So what I'm going to do after that now, since it's a smoky dress, when we start sewing it, will start gathering up together. So I'm going to use this extra 8 inches length for the top. So I've got an extra 8 inches here that I'll be using for the top, for the extra allowance for it. So now we're going to work with our bust area. Since we already have our desired length, we are going to be working with our bust area. So our bust here is 32 and our fabric is on fold by 2. So we'll be dividing 32 by 2, which is 16. So 16 here, and I'll mark. So this is my bust measurement. Now I'm going to add an extra 10 inches allowance because this is a smoky dress. Like I said, this is a smoky dress and it needs loads of allowance for you to be able to pass it through your body. So I'm just going to mark that here, and I'll do the same at the bottom edge. I'll mark 16 my bust measurement, put a mark here, and then I'll add an extra 10 inches allowance for it. And I'm going to join it together and cut it out, as you see me doing now. So after that, I'm going to draw the lines where I'll be sewing the smoky lines on. I'm going to put. So guys, that is done, and now we're going to draw straight lines all the way across. So these lines we are drawing is what we are going to use as a guide to sew on our top. So let me just show you what I mean. So I'm just going to take 1 inch in here and make a mark. And I'm going to maintain that 1 inch all the way down. So I'll use my ruler to connect what I've just marked all the way down. So I'll just put the line in, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. So I'm just going to measure 1 inch like I've done here.
So guys, I later decided to use half an inch all through. So you can decide to use 1 inch or half an inch. It all depends on you.
So I'm just going to continue and do the rest off camera because it's really time consuming. So once I'm done, I'm going to show you guys how it looks. So guys, as you can see, I have finished drawing the lines on the fabric, as you can see. Then I left this little 3.5 inch allowance here. I didn't draw anything here because this is our bottom part and there will be no smoky thread on there. So I'm just going to head over to the sewing machine and show you guys how to sew this. So guys, these are the things we'll be needing for this smoky dress top tutorial. We're going to get this smoky thread. Some places they call it elastic thread. So we're going to get this smoky thread and our normal thread. That's what we'll be using to sew our smoky top. So some of you may be wondering how we are going to use this smoky thread to sew. So this is how you do it. You get your ruler and bring out the smoky thread and you start reeling it across. Make sure you don't draw it to the extreme when you're doing it. Just draw it a little bit like this, and then start going around. Make sure you don't draw it too much and you don't leave it too much as well. You should be like in the middle. So just do it like this, like you see me doing now. Just do it like that. Do it till the reeler is filled up. So that's how we are going to use our smoky thread to sew this top. So guys, first thing I would do is to fold in the upper part of my top. So this is the right side. This is the right side of the top, and this is the bad side. So just spare me the. Don't worry about these lines. So these were mistakes I made. So I made a mistake when I was doing it first. I was supposed to do these lines on the front part, but I ended up doing it at the back side. So just ignore these lines. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold this upper part of the fabric like this, and then stitch it. Now we are going to turn it to the front side because we've been sewing on the back. We're going to turn it to the front side and start sewing. So as you can see, I've already made my top stitch, and I'm going to follow these lines that I have just that I put on there. That's the lines I'm going to follow all the way down. So as you can see, it's ruching together. As you can see, the smokiness is coming out already. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same for the rest of the lines that I have marked, and I'll show you how it's going and how it is. So guys, so far this is how much we've done, and you can see how it is already. You can see how it is. So I'm just going to complete the remaining part of this fabric that's remaining. And one more thing, I later decided to use half an inch. As you can see, they are a bit small, so I decided to use half an inch instead of 1 inch lines to go all the way down. So once I'm done, I'm going to let you guys know, let you guys see what I've done so far. So guys, we are done with our top. As you can see, we finished doing it. We are done with the smoky top. You can see how special it is. So the next thing we'll be doing now is we are going to join the sides together like this. So guys, this is how our top is looking right now. This is how it's looking. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to cover the edge, the hem of this top. I'm just going to turn it over like this and sew it all the way around on the top. So guys, I've just finished stitching the bottom part, as you can see. I just finished stitching it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to close this little opening here. I'm going to join it together and close it. So guys, this is how our top is looking. This is how it's looking. Now I'm going to attach the sleeve to it. Let's go and cut out the sleeve for this top. So guys, this is the fabric we'll be using for our sleeve. So I've gone ahead to put it on fold like this, like the same way now. So just put it on fold like this. The width should be 8 inches wide, so it has to be 8 inches wide, the width. Then when it's on fold, it should be, I'm going to use 20 inches. So I'm just going to mark it out and cut it 20 inches. So just mark that. I'm going to cut it off. Now the next thing to do is open up your fabric, put it on a fold like this, and run a straight stitch all the way to the end. So I'm just going to do that now, and when I'm done, I'll come and show you guys how it's looking. As you can see guys, I've run a straight stitch on it like this. So I'm just going to turn it over to the good side like this. So guys, I've turned it to the right side, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a stitch at the back. Normally I'm supposed to iron this, but there's no electricity, so you can iron it out when you are in this stage. So I'm just going to show you guys what I did. So what I'll do now is I'm going to run a stitch here and here. Let me get a mark it. So I'm going to run a tiny stitch that will be able to fit a very small elastic. So I'm just going to run a small stitch here all the way down and run another one here all the way down. So guys, I'm just going to run a stitch through, as you can see me doing now. So this is the first stitch here. I'm going to run another one here and then I'll show you guys. So guys, I've run both sides, as you can see. I've run the stitch on both sides all the way down, as you can see, all the way down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my elastic. I'm going to pass my elastic through this tiny hole. I'm going to pass my elastic through this tiny hole here, this small one. I'm going to pass it inside through, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So guys, this is how our sleeve is looking. So I'm just going to attach it on the mannequin as it is now. So guys, this is how the top is. This is how it's looking. You can see. This is how it looks from the back. This is how it is. So far so good. If you've enjoyed this video, been enjoying it so far and learned something, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. So I'm just quickly going to the sewing machine and stitch this down as you see it here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.